Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to start practice set 5.2 of lesson quadrilateral. Question number 1 of practice set 5.2. In the adjoining figure, that means in the given figure, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. The quadrilateral ABCD in the figure is the parallelogram. Point P and Q are the midpoints of the side AB and DC. Then you have to prove that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. That means you have to prove that the quadrilateral formed by joining the midpoint of the two sides, that means APCQ, is a parallelogram. Okay. Now observe the figure. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, and you know the property of parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. So therefore side AB is parallel to side CD. If side AB is parallel to side CD, then AP is also parallel to CQ, because point P and Q lies on the same parallel lines. Okay, now side AB is congruent to side CD. Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. You know the property. Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent, so therefore AB is congruent to CD, opposite sides of parallelogram. And point P is the midpoint of AB, so therefore AP is half of AB. And point Q is the midpoint of CD, so CQ is the half of CD. Okay, so if AB is congruent to CD, then automatically AP is also congruent to CQ. Okay, so the first property we prove that AP is parallel to CQ, and second we prove that AP is congruent to CQ. So opposite side of this quadrilateral APCQ is parallel and congruent. So therefore this quadrilateral, that means quadrilateral APCQ, is a parallelogram, as the opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are congruent. Okay, so let's start the solution. So in this question given is quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. P and Q are the midpoints of side AB and DC respectively. Then you have to prove that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Okay. Proof. First of all, AP is half of AB, P is a midpoint. Give it number 1. Then OC is half of DC, as Q is the midpoint of side CD. Okay, QC is half of DC, as the Q is the midpoint of side CD. So give it number 2. Okay, now quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It's given to you. So therefore side AB is congruent to side CD, opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, now multiply with half, because half of AB is equal to AP and half of DC is equal to OC. So both sides multiply by half. If you multiply by half, then you get half of AB is equal to half of DC, and half of AB is equal to AP from 1, and half of CD is equal to half of CD is equal to QC from number 2. So therefore from 1 and 2, AP is equal to QC, as half of AB is equal to half of DC. Give it number 3. Now, as the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, so therefore AB side is parallel to CD, opposite sides of parallelogram. Correction here, opposite sides of parallelogram. So therefore as AB is parallel to CD, AP is also parallel to QC, because P and Q points lies on the same line of the side of parallelogram. Okay, so quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram, as opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. So here we prove quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Okay, here just we apply the property of midpoint and property of parallelogram. Then we prove this question, that is quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Now move to the question number 2 of practice set 5.2. Question number 2 is very easy. Using opposite angle test for parallelogram, prove that every rectangle is parallelogram. Here we have to prove that every rectangle is parallelogram. It's very easy question. You know that in a rectangle all angles are of 90 degree, then opposite angle automatically are congruent, because opposite angles are 90. So easily by opposite angle test we can prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram, because In a rectangle, all angles are of 90 degrees, so opposite angles are 90 congruent. Okay, let's start the solution. Given is quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle, and you have to prove that this rectangle ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, now start proof. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. As this quadrilateral is rectangle, then all four angles are of 90 degree. That means angle A is congruent to angle C, both are 90 degree. Angle B is congruent to angle D, both are 90 degree angles of rectangle. Okay, so therefore quadrilateral rectangle ABCD is a parallelogram, because as opposite angles of this rectangle are congruent, that means 90 and 90. It's very easy question. Okay, here we just apply the property of rectangle. In the rectangle, all angles are of 90 degree. If we compare the opposite angle, that means angle A and angle C, both are 90 degree, that means congruent. And angle B and angle D, both are 90 degree, that means congruent. So as opposite angles are congruent in a rectangle, so every rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay. Next is question number 3. Question number 3 is, in the adjoining figure, point G is the point of concurrence of medians ADEF. Okay, point G is the point of concurrence of median. You know that the point of concurrence of median is called centroid, and centroid is represented by point G. So G is nothing but the centroid. Okay, take point H on a ray DG such that DGH are collinear, that means they lie on the same point. Here in this question, point and DG is equal to GH. It's given here DG. It's given here DG is equal to GH. That means G is the midpoint of DH. Okay. Then we have to prove that quadrilateral GEHF is a parallelogram. Here we have to prove the quadrilateral form by joining the point GEHF is a parallelogram. Okay. I am repeating again in this question. The given is point G is a centroid, because point G is a point of concurrence of a median. So point G is a centroid of triangle DEF, and point H on the ray DG such that point D, G and H are collinear, that means lies on the same line, and DG is equal to GH is given here. Then you have to prove that the quadrilateral form by joining the point DEGF is a parallelogram. Okay. Observe the question carefully. DEF is a triangle and point G is a centroid, because it is a point of concurrence of median. And you know the property of centroid. Centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. Okay. Each centroid divide a median in the ratio of 2:1. Let's start the solution. Given here, point G is a centroid, is the point of concurrence of median of triangle DEF, and DG is equal to GH, and you have to prove that quadrilateral GEHF is a parallelogram. So let's start the solution. First of all, consider point I on the ray GH. The point of intersection of EF we consider as point I. Okay. So proof. Let ray DH intersect segment EF at point I, such as EIF lies on a same line, that means collinear. Now segment DI is the median of triangle DEF. So therefore EI is equal to FI, because I is the midpoint of DI. So by midpoint property, EI is equal to FI. Now point G is a centroid of triangle DEF, and centroid divide a median in the ratio of 2:1. So therefore the ratio of centroid DG upon GI is 2:1. Centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Okay. Now DG is equal to 2GI. DG is equal to 2GI. Cross multiply. If you cross multiply, then you get DG is equal to 2GI. Okay. Now GH is equal to 2GI, because DG is equal to GH. It's given. So therefore GH is also is equal to 2GI. DG is equal to GH is given in the question. So if DG is equal to 2GI, then GH is also equal to 2GI. Okay. Now GI is nothing, GI plus HI. If you add GI and HI, then you get 2GI because GIH are the collinear points. Okay. So therefore HI is equal to 2GI minus GI. 2GI minus GI, you get HI is equal to GI. So therefore from 1 and 3 quadrilateral GEHF is a parallelogram as diagonals of this quadrilateral bisect to each other. So let's repeat one more time. First we apply the property of median. DI is the median of triangle DEF because G is a point of intersection of median. So therefore DI is the median of triangle DEF. As DI is the median, so therefore EI is equal to FI. Okay, so therefore EI is equal to FI. So as DI is a median, so I is a midpoint of DI. So by midpoint property, EI is equal to FI, give it number 1. Now point G is a centroid of triangle DEF. And we know that the centroid divide each median in the ratio of 2:1. So ratio of median DG upon GI is 2 upon 1. Okay, property of centroid. Now by cross multiply we get DG is equal to 2GI. By cross multiply DG is equal to 2GI and DG is equal to GH is given in the question. So therefore in place of DG you can write GH. So GH is also is equal to 2GI. Now GI plus HI is nothing but 2GI because GIH are the collinear points. So therefore GI plus HI you get 2 times GI. Okay. So that means HI is equal to 2GI minus GI. Okay. Plus GI in the right hand side is become minus. So 2GI minus GI. So HI is equal to GI. That means HI congruent to GI. So from 1 we prove that means EI is equal to FI. From third we prove HI is equal to GI. So from 1 and third quadrilateral GEHF is a parallelogram as diagonals bisect to each other. Okay. This is question number 3 of practice set 5.2. I hope you understood. In this practice set we only solve in these 3 questions. Other questions are reduced. In next lecture we will start practice set 5.3. Solve in your notebook and practice all the questions 2-3 times. If any doubt then ask me. All the 3 questions are easy. In first question we apply the property of median and parallelogram. In second question we apply the property of rectangle. And in the third question we apply the property of centroid and median. Okay. So by applying these properties we prove these 3 questions. In next lecture we will start practice set 5.3. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakallahu khair.